Hi guys, it's Gen.Drago once again. Now, today I'd like to do something that I've been planning to do for a while, is do reviews on animes, and I did one on a game on the Star Wars one. That was just a little test run, but I got it up is there because I'm going to start off with Hunter x Hunter, the game it's not a game, sorry, an anime that's been highly recommended by a lot of people. And even by Team 4 Star themselves. I don't care. Whatever. And because I watch Team 4 Star a lot, which are the guys that do the Dragon Ball and Helsinki Bridge. They also do their own little gaming show. On there they always talk about Hunter x Hunter. I thought I'll give it a watch, see what the big hype is about. And so today I'm just going to talk about what I thought of Hunter x Hunter. I'll give it a rating out of 1 to 10, you know, the whole usual rhubarb. And yeah, let's get this started. I thought in the background I'll just play a bit of J-Star with the Hunter x Hunter characters. And you've got something to watch apart from just listen to my boring ass voice. Let's get started. Right. So, even though I do love the guys at Team 4 Star, fortunately they had terrible taste in anime with this. And even though which I do love anime, I wasn't able to fully watch this anime to the end because it is so bad. Anime is complete garbage, unfortunately. I'll tell you why. Because the main character here, the guy I'm beating up right now, is one of the worst main characters ever. He's just a annoying little brat that has no redeeming qualities whatsoever. Like, God, this kid, so annoying. He just constantly whines throughout the whole anime. And the main theme bite is him trying to find his dad. Whereas his dad dropped him off with his auntie, and she's been looking after him all his life. Sorry, I'm getting a bit distracted by this game. And then it's when he finally comes of age, I think it's around 12 it is, he goes and does the Hunter exam, which is just an elite group of humans that go around doing jobs, like fighting monsters, all that. Typical anime stuff. But yeah, the reason why I want to join him is because his dad was a hunter. And the main thing he goes on about is his dad. And then he gets to a point where he meets this kid Killer in the exam. And he's probably the only decent character in the entire show is Killer. Because he's a badass assassin. That he just basically kicks ass with lightning and we're finished. Excellent. And but I'm getting off topic here. I'm just telling the story. It's not really a review, is it? Yeah, but Killer is the only guy in this anime that has any good character design, and then they screw it up by de-characterizing him because he goes on about the first thing, the only cool scene in this entire anime is when they're inside this prison and they have to fight these prisoners, and Killer goes up to fight one of the most badass serial killer guys that all the other prisoners are scared, and he just instant kills him. He rips out his heart and like puts it in like a pouch that he ripped off from the clothing surrounding the heart so he doesn't get bloody. And that was the only cool moment in the entire show. I mean, the show is like 170 episodes long, I think, and I got around to episode 132 where Gon here is fighting a monster that's so out of his league, I mean it's ridiculous, and he beats her by accumulating all of his power, and he ages like 20 years or something stupid, and then, apparently he's supposed to lose all his power, but you know anime goes, he's got to get it back, but it's just the most stupidest thing ever. And it's ridiculous how he does it. and I'm so annoyed about how crap this show was because people hyped it up so much, saying one of the best things ever. But my God, it's crap. Like, there's like no good characters in it, and any decent characters that there may be, they like kill off like all the good, interesting characters and keep it as a boring kid. And this anime is also so far up its own ass, it's ridiculous. Because the anime itself tries and makes itself out amazing. It's always talking about, like when they're fighting these powerful creatures, are like, oh, only a few seconds have passed in after like a half an hour show, and this is how awesome everyone is. Everyone's like, oh, he's going like so. It's like, it's not like, I don't know how to describe it. It's just like so far up its own ass because I did watch the 2011 one. Apparently there was one before then. Yeah, get used to it. That like an earlier one that they just redid it. But it's just trying to make itself out be so amazing when it's not at all. It's terrible. Like the main character Gong there, he's because each person has like your own unique powers and everything. But all he does is basically copy a power from an enemy earlier on in the anime from when he gets his own special powers, which is just basically put all your energy into your fist and create a massive like impact blast. And he just calls it rock paper scissors. It's incredibly stupid. Yeah, the pink guy there, I can't remember his name, but he was also a bad guy that's interested in. He's a bit of a paedophile, really. He's interested in Gong, wanting him to get stronger, and kind of ejaculates a lot to him, which is weird considering he's only 12. So not only is this show fucked up in some sense, but it's just I was expecting so much from this considering how people was writing on about how amazing it is. Also, I saw a lot of people saying about this was it's an invariably emotional anime. It is not at all. I mean, it tries to be. It tries so hard to be emotional. I think it's kind of sad, really, how hard it tries. But it's really not. It's just some whiny little kid complaining because, yeah, sorry, your dad leaving you is upsetting, but your dad, you know, he's a prick. Alright, and then you like spend your whole life like trying to find him, and you know, go into all these dangerous situations. For what? Was to find some guy that abandoned you, didn't care enough to stay with you. I don't get that in general, why people try to find the real parents, because obviously they didn't want you. And if you've got foster parents that cared enough, they raised you, give you love and care, which is annoying because he just said that he thinks of his auntie as his mother, which is nice all, but then he's like, because he gets a tape from his dad. Finds a tape from his dad, like he listens to all his dad's stories, and his dad's like, right then, if you want to hear about your mother, continue, if not pause it and the tape will get deleted. And he just straight up pauses it. He's like, oh, I don't care about my mum because I've got my aunt who is now my mother. Like that's a really dick move. Like, oh, you care about your dad because you didn't have a father figure in your life, but you don't care about your mum because you had a mother figure. That aunt was like both your mother and your father. You shouldn't care about either your mum and dad if that's the case. She was practically both your parents. He's just a little shit kid that has no redeeming qualities whatsoever. And the anime itself, the storyline is just really bad. The characters in it are awful, and they de-characterize any good characters or just straight up kill them off. Like there's this really cool character during the exam. She was this woman who could summon like bees out of her hat. It's quite funny. She was quite a sweet little character, but she dies. All the interest characters die off. And they just throw you a load of weird. Look at that. It's just. This is one of those animes that really annoy me because I think it's mainly all its fault, even though it is a really bad anime. It's just that the fan base hype it up so much that you expect it to be amazing that it just shuts you down. It's just downright awful of an anime. I'll just recap. It has one of the worst protagonists ever, which you can see there in the back. So he has one really interesting character which they decharacterize. All other interesting characters they kill off. The anime itself tries to make it look amazing, tries to talk about how awesome it is, and tries to hype up how emotional it is, but it is neither of those. It's just that it's trying so hard to be, it's not good at all. But the main feeling that gets me about when Gon gets his sudden burst of power because he uses up all of his energy throughout his lifetime in that instant, just because he's about to get killed by this woman insect creature. It was quite an interesting character, but you know, they killed her off because when you're X Hunter, you can't have interesting good characters in it. It's just like, but if you could just do that, then why doesn't everyone just do that when they're about to die? Just use up all of their life energy at once, you know, so they can never use their special powers again. It's better than dying, right? Why doesn't everyone just do that? Because it doesn't specify anyway, like it's just him that can do it. It just gives you the verification that everyone is able to do this, but no one ever does because the anime doesn't really care about holes and shit. But yeah, but this anime is complete rubbish. I was super disappointed in this anime, and because of that, I give it a 1 out of 10. It is really bad. I mean, it might have got a bit of a high review if it wasn't hyped so much. So this anime being awesome, it's one of the best ones ever. Now I know I was late into anime because the first anime I did watch anime like Digimon and Yu-Gi-Oh! All that back when I was a kid, but it wasn't until like I was 16 in college when I actually watched anime that I was introduced to Bleach, which is an amazing anime. I'll do a review on that at one point. So I know some of these early animes may seem different in that, and like with Yu Yu Hakusho, I watched that after that was recommended to me, and it wasn't as good to me as it would have been if I watched that before all these other animes I watched. But I can see why people think it's an amazing show because it is a good anime. I'll do a review of that as well. Yu Yu Hakusho was a good anime. I can see why people think that is amazing, but I don't see that in Hunter x Hunter at all. I just don't see how it is amazing in any sense of the word. It's just a really, really bad anime, and it gets way too much hype for what it is. But thank you guys for listening to me rambling on. But it was just mainly rambling. So yeah, thank you. If you want to recommend something for me to watch or review, please do so. And we're going to get a bit of hate for this, but well, it's a bad show, guys. Sorry.